Welcome, Facebook fans. I am coming to you live today from Wild Wings corporate offices in Lake City, Minnesota, and we are so glad to have you with us today for our very first Facebook Live event. My name is Jennifer White. I am the brand manager here at Wild Wings, and I'll be joined this evening by Julie Ranum, the executive director from the Redlin Art Center in Watertown, South Dakota. Welcome, Julie.
Hi, Jen. It's so good to be with you tonight.
Awesome.
I'm coming to you live from Watertown, South Dakota.
Excellent. All right. Well, many of you may have noticed that we've been featuring Terry Redlin as our spotlight artist this week, and we thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to visit with Julie from the Redlin Art Center. So just a reminder that we are currently offering 20% off of Terry Redlin framed art and home decor items. You can visit wildwings.com, click on the Terry Redlin Facebook Live event details, and it goes directly to the items you're going to see here tonight. Plus, there's many more things that you're going to be able to see there. So stop over and check it out. Or feel free to call one of our customer care representatives at 1-800-445-4833, and they can help answer any questions as well. And just a reminder that this is a Facebook Live event. So if you have any questions, you can throw them in the queue and we'll try to answer them. If not, we've got people standing by that are going to try to answer your questions too. So today we're going to revisit a few of Terry Redlin's most beloved images, including his ever popular America the Beautiful series. But first, let's get over to Julie and have her tell us a little bit about Terry Redlin and the Redlin Art Center.
Thank you, Jen. Yes, Terry Redlin's hometown, Watertown, South Dakota. And I wanted to just take a moment to share some of his history with everybody tonight. Terry was born and raised right here in Watertown, South Dakota. And when he was 15 years old, he was walking to his after-school job at the movie theater when his buddy came by on a motorcycle. And Terry begged for a ride. He'd never been on a motorcycle before, and he wanted to go back to school the next day and tell all his buddies he had been on a Harley Davidson. And so he hopped on the back, and they had gone only one block when a drunk driver ran through a stop sign and hit the motorcycle. Unfortunately, Terry Redlin lost a leg as a result of that accident. Life-changing at any age, right? But at the age of 15, devastating. And while Terry was recuperating, Terry and his mother were visited by representatives from the state of South Dakota who told them of a scholarship program for students with disabilities. And through that program, Terry Redlin was awarded a $1,500 scholarship to continue his education. Now, that was 1955, and that was a lot of money. Without that special scholarship, Terry's family never would have been able to afford to send him on to college. And so it was that at that point that he was able to pursue his interest in art by going to art school. He graduated from art school with a degree in graphic arts and commercial design and went on to work as a commercial artist for the first 20 years of his career. It wasn't until the age of 40, which was 1977, that Terry launched his career as a wildlife artist. And things just took off for him from there. In fact, it went so well that by 1984, Terry's son Charles convinced his dad to stop selling his original oil paintings. Charles had a dream to one day build a building featuring his father's artwork and something that he could share with the rest of the world. And Terry said, well, the only place that building should go is back home to Watertown, South Dakota, to repay my hometown and my home state for that $1,500 scholarship. So the plan began in 1985 to build the Redlin Art Center in Watertown, South Dakota as Terry Redlin's thank you gift. And in 1997, that gift became a reality, and we opened the doors and have been open ever since. And the gallery is open year-round. Admission is always free as part of Terry Redlin's gift. And today we are proud to share 165 of Terry Redlin's original oil paintings with our guests.
Wow, that's just amazing. And it's, it's one of those things that, something tragic happens, but he, made such a turn around with it. And we're so fortunate, to have all of the work that Terry Redlin had done and, the foresight that the family did to have the museum there that you can go and see the artwork in person. So if you do get a chance, stop out and visit the Redlin Art Center. I always think it would be neat to get a piece and then go see the original painting at the Redlin Art Center in Watertown, South Dakota. But Julie, while you were talking about the Redlin Art Center, I noticed that many of the images that they were showing were in the America room, which showcases the ever popular America the Beautiful series. Can you tell us a little bit about that series and why it's so popular?
Absolutely, Jen. That area of the Redlin Art Center features Terry Redlin's most patriotic paintings, including that amazing America the Beautiful series of 8 paintings. Each of the 8 is entitled with the first stanza of the song America the Beautiful, and it begins with "Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies." It moves to the second painting, which is "For Amber Waves of Grain." The third painting is "For Purple Mountain Majesties," and the fourth is "Above the Fruited Plain." And as you can see, you can sing along through the series of 8 paintings. Some of the special details that you'll see when you're up close with these pieces is that Terry has placed a boy, a girl, a dog, and a touch of wildlife in each of the 8 paintings. Those are the constants that run through the series. And in addition to that, for those that are paying close attention, you'll notice that from the very first painting, Terry depicts early Pioneer Day, and every painting from that point on moves a bit through our country's history, with the final painting that we're looking at right now, From Sea to Shining Sea, depicting what could be modern day. And the series together in all 8 is absolutely magnificent, but whether you have a space for all 8 or just one, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And we're so excited to share it with everybody tonight.
That's awesome. It's a wonderful series, and like you said, that you can have the whole series, or you can just have like one of the pieces. Just a reminder, these are limited edition of 29,500 signed and numbered art prints made from the original painting. And as many of you know, Terry Redlin retired from painting and print signing in 2007, and sadly passed away in 2016. But before he retired, Terry signed many of his prints in these editions, and it was very common for the publishers to print the entire edition and have the artist inspect and sign the edition as soon as it was printed. So there are a few of these that are still available as signed and numbered limited edition prints. Not many are available yet, but they're all 8 are available in this particular series. So just a reminder, right now, the regular retail price is $525. The show price is $420. The size of these pieces is they're 28 inches tall by 40 inches wide. And like, you know, we don't all have the luxury to have a America room. If you do, that's wonderful, or maybe one in every room. But like Julie said, each one tells a great American story. So pick a favorite to add to your collection. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is this entire series is also available as a open edition encore canvas. These are a little bit smaller at 19 inches high by 32¼ inches wide. And they're available today for $396 each, a regular price at $495. And I just think it's really important to, you know, have these pieces in a good size, because there's so much detail that's in these pieces. So, but do enjoy those. So Julie, one thing that comes to mind with Terry Redlin is his passion for conservation. And we continue to see how popular he is with the conservation groups. So many of them that we work with want to have a Terry Redlin piece in their event auctions. And I think this next piece really exemplifies Terry's connection with the outdoors and his support of conservation efforts. This next piece that we're going to look at is Best Friends. So Julie, can you tell us a little bit about this particular piece?
Oh, absolutely. Best Friends is just an all-time classic Terry Redlin that has been just one of his most popular. And in this amazing scene, we see this young man and his best friend, his dog, sitting high on a hilltop overlooking the landscape after a long day of hunting. And they are taking a look, and what Terry Redlin said is that they would take a look at the landscape and notice where the ducks were flying, so that the next day they would kind of have a clue as to where to head for their hunt. But the special details in Best Friends that you would have maybe not automatically know is that anytime Terry Redlin would paint that young man in the black and red plaid shirt, to Terry, that was his son Charles. And so we see that same figure appear in multiple paintings, but in Best Friends, we certainly see him with his dog. The one thing about this is even though the gentleman in the painting is Terry's son Charles, to Terry, you never see the faces of the figures. And Terry did that intentionally because he wanted the people in the paintings to be whomever we wanted them to be. And we can put ourselves into the paintings, our loved ones into the paintings, and that was one of the special details of Terry's style. Terry referred to his style as romantic realism. And so many times people will comment about the art and say, oh, it just looks just like a photograph. But what we say is it's better because Terry painted everything that we want to see and nothing that we don't. So it is the best of all worlds.
Oh, and I just wanted to make a comment that Diane has joined us on Facebook Live tonight, and she's talked about that she's visited the Redlin Art Center. She thinks it's stunning, and then they also have about a dozen of his prints adorning their home, signed by Terry. So what a wonderful collection. And thank you for joining us, Diane.
Wow, Diane, you have your own little mini art center in your home with that many beautiful pieces.
No kidding. So Best Friends is available as a elite print. It is regular retail price for $265. The show special right now is $212. Again, it's a pretty sizable image at 24 inches tall by 34 inches wide. So that's just another beautiful example of Terry's work in that iconic sunset. Now we're going to move into featuring a few home decor items, which showcase Terry Redlin's artwork. And I think that you're going to agree how the highlight of the amazing light that Terry Redlin has. So the first product line we're going to show is the stained glass. And this is just a beautiful example of how when they're backlit, those colors come through in the natural light. Just a little bit about this product. Our internal graphic designers have interpreted Terry's artwork and what it might look like as a stained glass piece. And it's printed with UV resistant light or inks right here in Minnesota. It's framed and ready to ship out. So it's one of those things that is printed, designed, and assembled right here in Lake City, Minnesota. But the images that we're showing you here today are Golden Retreat and Flying Free Bald Eagle. So Julie, do you have some insight on some of these pieces?
Absolutely. These stained glass pieces are absolutely gorgeous, and they're a wonderful way to accentuate those light sources that Terry Redlin was so famous for capturing. What a gorgeous place to put this in a beautiful window and have that light just shine through. In Golden Retreat, we talked about Terry's relationship with the conservation organizations. This piece he actually did for the 50th anniversary of one of those conservation groups, for Ducks Unlimited. Golden, of course, being for the 50th anniversary, golden is always used for that. And so for Golden Retreat, this was a wonderful way to acknowledge that wonderful anniversary that they celebrated many years ago. And you see not only the beautiful glow of that sunset, but the light in the cabin. And this is what Terry Redlin has become so famous for, is that ability to make us want to step into his paintings. So Golden Retreat, absolutely gorgeous in the stained glass. The other piece you're talking about is called Flying Free. This is one of only 2 eagle paintings in Terry Redlin's collection. And in this piece, we see that magnificent soaring eagle, but we also see just that massive nest. Isn't that gorgeous? And the detail, if you look carefully, you see all the grasses and everything that Terry Redlin painted to create that magnificent nest. Flying Free is absolutely stunning.
Well, and right here in the Mississippi River Valley, those bald eagles are, super popular here. So I could see some people in this region really appreciating, and actually throughout the United States, there've been quite a recovery effort. So there definitely, a bald eagle is something near and dear to many people's hearts.
Absolutely, and we have. Oh, sorry, Jen. I was going to mention that that piece has been so popular with veterans, and because it's such a symbol of our freedom, and so it's a very patriotic piece. And whether you're an admirer of wildlife and the American bald eagle, or whether you're looking at it from the symbol of patriotism and freedom in our country, both are wonderful.
Well, and the other thing with these stained glass pieces that we talked about is that you may have like artwork that's on your walls, but this is just a great opportunity to have another piece of our Terry Redlin artwork and have it hanging in your window. So, that's just another added benefit of this particular product category. And so these are available on our website at wildwings.com. You can see they're $120 regular retail price. The show special right now is $96. This is a nice size at 13 inches by 23 for both of these pieces. Another fantastic representation of Terry's artwork can be found behind me here tonight. I have a lighted wrap canvas, and this particular image is Comforts of Home. And so this particular image has the sunset is illuminated, and then there's a light in the cabin, and it's amazing the detail that is inside the cabin that you can see in these particular pieces. But this is a newer product line where we have lighted wrap canvases. And I think that Comforts of Home is just a perfect example of how we've been able to enhance the artwork that Terry has done. These are available with an LED light behind the canvas. They're run with 2 AA batteries, and there is an on-off switch on the side of them. These are available for $176 right now with a 20% off special we've got going on. Regular is $220, and again, it's impressively sized at 20 inches tall by 40 inches wide. But Comforts of Home, don't you think, Julie, this is just another example of one of Terry's iconic cabin peaceful settings that you might want to just go there?
Absolutely. I love these wrapped canvases. I just think these are magnificent. Not only do they highlight the beautiful light sources that Terry Redlin has captured, but they intensify that light source. So these are such a fine quality canvas reproduction. You can enjoy them all day long, but then in the evening, have that light come on, and it's just this warm glow that comes from these canvases. And in Comforts of Home, this is true Terry Redlin. This is the log cabin, the stone fireplace, that gorgeous setting sun, that apricot sky and the reflection of that on the water. It just invites us in, doesn't it? And that is truly what Terry Redlin did best, is he just invites us in to these places and these memories that he captures for us on canvas.
Event, we saw so many people that were sharing their stories and their appreciation for Terry Redlin and the collection, the different pieces that they have. So another great opportunity to backlight Terry Redlin's artwork is with our candle lantern collection. And these lanterns allow the soft glow of a candle to come through the printed images. Again, we print these glass panels here at Wild Wings. And you simply add your own 4-inch pillar candle to light up the image. And we have found that these are great either displayed hanging as shown here, or you can certainly appreciate them sitting on a mantle. I know I have one at home that sits on the mantle, and so they can be used in a couple of different ways. They're approximately 12 inches high. And you have to add your own candle to it, but there's repeating panels on the front and back and the 2 sides, but it's just another great way to see a Terry Redlin image. Right now they're available for $63.96. The regular retail is $79.95. And we're looking at, let's see, the 2 images we're showing you today is Special Memories and Twilight Glow.
And these lanterns are just a great way to sprinkle the art of Terry Redlin around your home, whether your walls are full or not. You can add this to an end table or a mantle or a hearth, and it's just a great way to enjoy the art. I know, Jen, you mentioned one of the featured images is Special Memories, and I encourage everybody to check that out on the website because you'll see, as you look carefully, you can look through the windows of the front porch of that home in Special Memories, and you can see inside. And it's a memory of Terry's of his uncle's porch. His aunt would not let his uncle bring his taxidermy in the house, so it all hung in the front porch of their home. And Terry loved visiting his uncle's porch. He just thought that was the greatest place on earth. So I encourage everybody to check that out.
Very cool. So I have, and I'm excited to reveal the next product to you for the very first time. And I don't even know, Julie, if you've had a chance to see this, but we have come out with a line of lighted pillows. So this would be another great product, which lends itself perfectly to the artwork of Terry Redlin. The image that we have featured is Evening with Friends. And it's just a beautiful opportunity to highlight another one of Terry's pieces. So the front has the lighted part, the back side has a one of the still images in Evening with Friends. So Julie, do you have some memories with this particular piece?
Oh, Evening with Friends is an all-time bestseller, favorite Terry Redlin image. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I haven't seen this product yet, but I'm going to buy two because I want to be able to have both sides showing. But this story is so great because Terry remembers as a young boy growing up in the southeastern part of South Dakota. We have a lot of snow here in the winter. And one of the favorite evening pastimes was to travel across the country and have farm card parties with friends and family where you get together and play games and play cards, and the kids would play, and it was a great evening, great opportunity to socialize. But the memory Terry Redlin had of the most was going home, getting back into the car and snuggling in next to his mom and listening to his mom and dad talk about the evening as the car would rumble home and the voices were muffled and he was so sleepy, but he kind of tried to stay awake so he could hear everything that was being said. And it was just a great memory of an evening with friends.
Oh, and Cassie's joined us today, and she says Special Memories is one of my very favorite Terry Redlin images. So that was on the lantern that we featured just a little bit ago. That's great, Cassie.
Thanks, Cassie.
So I happen to have this particular piece here with me today. So I was going to show you, how it is lit up in the light of the car coming home and the welcoming lights of the house coming through. And I just wanted to show you, because some people might be like, well, how does this work? So it is operated by two AA batteries, and there's an on-off switch. But the really neat part about it that I like is there's a setting where you can have it on for 6 hours, and then it will be off for 18, and then it will repeat the next day. So you can just leave the two pillows that you would get, on for the evening, and then they would shut off on their own, so you don't have to worry about that. So it just slips in the bottom, and it's a great gift. I think that people are going to really enjoy this particular product. They're not available until September, but get yours on order right now, just to have it have it on order. The regular retail is $39.95. They're available for $31.96 right now. So take advantage of the 20% offer we have going on right now at wildwings.com. One more product that I want to show you tonight. We have introduced a glass ornament line last Christmas season, and we are adding a few shapes and sizes this coming fall, so this holiday season, so watch for those. But right now we have 4 Terry Redlin images that are available in this line, and they just absolutely make a great addition to your tree or collection if you just leave them out all year round. And they also make great gifts. And these are printed with fade-resistant inks on 1/4-inch thick glass. And then they come with a great black velvet bag that you could, it's just a nice, gift giving feature, but it also is something that when you're tucking them away for the season, that they would be, kept in good shape. The regular retail price is $14.95. They're available now for $11.96. So get your collection started today. And Julie, I think these are going to be really popular at the Redlin Art Center.
These are absolutely beautiful. This is a gorgeous beveled glass with a great reproduction of some of Terry's most popular, not only his holiday images, but especially the holiday images, but you're so right, Jen, they are so pretty. I would leave them out all year. And whether you're giving them as a gift or buying them for your own enjoyment, I always say buy 2. The best gifts are the ones that we'd like to receive ourselves. So buy one for yourself and one to give as a gift. But we're looking at some of these images and just classic Terry Redlin winter and holiday scenes. And they're just magical. I love them.
Yeah, and he has a great collection of holiday images. So it's definitely one of those things that, just puts you in the holiday spirit, thinking about, looking back and some of the nostalgia.
Absolutely. The
So,
one we're looking at right now is called Sweet Memories, and I'll just tell a quick story about that one. In that scene, we see all the children are on that hay wagon that's being pulled by those beautiful horses, but they're all getting off the wagon to go into that little candy store called the Palace of Sweets. And that was a real candy store in Watertown, South Dakota when Terry Redlin was a boy. And so this is a real memory of his. The candy store didn't quite look just like that, but the name was called the Palace of Sweets. And these kids are going in to buy homemade marshmallows so they can get back on the hay wagon and head to the bonfire to toast marshmallows. So this is just a wonderful memory and a wonderful scene that is perfect any time of the year.
absolutely. That's wonderful. We have Lisa that joined us, and she is noting that she loves these glass ornaments, and it's so nice to see the light shining through them. And these are, great additions to the tree. And like Julie said, you can keep them out all year round. So enjoy. Well, Julie, we have come to the end of our time here together, and I have enjoyed so much talking about Terry Redlin, hearing some of the stories and showing some of the products that we offer. So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It was such a pleasure. It's always fun to talk about the art of Terry Redlin with you, Jen, and share it with everybody. So thank you so much for the invitation.
Yes, absolutely. And Facebook fans, we are so glad you joined us. Head over to wildwings.com to view the products that we've talked about here today and take advantage of the 20% off on all Terry Redlin artwork and home decor. And as always, feel free to contact one of our knowledgeable customer care representatives at 1-800-445-4833. And we hope to see you again sometime. Maybe we'll do this again. But everybody have a great night.
Good night.